Akashic Records. So, what are they actually? You know that information is all around us, and it's not only because it's around us because we can Google information, not because we can search for information very quickly and very easily. I'm not referring to that. It's the information that surrounds us here, and it's the information that we are. It's the information that we are, that we perceive, that connects us, that then is manifested and manifests as our lives. So the Akashic Records is this library, this framework, if that's the right word in English to use, of information that makes the universe, that we are part of, is how we connect. And this like this web of information contains information of all our life, our being, our past lives, other dimensions. We are multi-dimensional beings. So we are living in this plane right now with this physical body, but at the same time, we are living in other different dimensions at different rates of vibration. And we have lived so many lifetimes that sometimes are called past lives, when in reality, there's a place in the universe, which is here, where everything is happening at the same time. And that is very difficult to understand for our mind, but actually here on this plane, things are much more slowly, but where there's space, information and perception and knowing happens differently. So what the Akashic Records allow us to do is to access all of that information that is ours. Everything has a record. Everything has their own information. It can be a book, it can be a stone, it can be an animal, it can be a human being, it can be a house, it can be absolutely everything in the universe has an Akashic record, because it's part of the information of the universe. It's part of the universe because everything has consciousness. So the Akashic records allow us to access all of this information. Many times when we are blocked, or we have a conflict of some kind, or we would like to change something and we can't, it is due to the fact that there is something that's happened, or there's some kind of blockage. There's some kind of information that doesn't allow us to be who we really are. And it's simply that, right? Because we are still so clingy clingy to drama. Now, we are still believing that suffering is real, that suffering is the way that life should happen, through sufferings, through conflict, through fight. And in reality, that is not the case. It's just information. And by accessing the Akashic records, by having somebody read the information to us, or by initiating our own journey in the Akashic records as an Akashic record reader, and then eventually as a master, what we do is to bring more consciousness to that which is hidden for us, right? And what happens is that as we bring consciousness to that, the shift starts happening. Lots of there is a transformation of the energy. So being able to see what we were not able to see before already makes a change. And then there is also the healing power of accessing the Akashic records, in the sense that there is one symbol that characterizes or that identifies Akashic Records, that is called the flower of life. Then I'm going to show you somewhere here what the symbol looks like. And the flower of life symbolizes that network of information, that connection, that web, which connects us all with everything that exists. And the flower of life also brings healing and is the symbol that is used for the initiations, and it's the symbol that is used for the healing, and it's the symbol that is used for the connection as well, right? So why are the Akashic Records useful? For the same reason I'm saying, actually, because it brings more consciousness, because we can unblock something that is blocked, and because we can ask any questions, anything really, anything about our life, about other lifetimes, about other dimensions, about people who have passed already, family members, somebody we cared about situations that have happened in our lives and that we haven't had an understanding. And we can also connect with our guides or our spiritual team, or depending on the point of view that we have about them, is the way that is the name that we would use to refer to them, right? But we can connect to these greater beings of consciousness that work hand in hand with us to bring more consciousness to the earth and to our lives. And so we can ask any type of information about us. We can ask about our relationships. We can ask about anything that has to do with our everyday life, and also about deeper things, to have a deeper understanding of ourselves. And in so doing, let's say that the question itself is already bringing consciousness, and then changes start to happen. Our life starts manifesting in a different way, and we are able to, let's say, clear all of those emotions and those feelings from those things that block us. Because many times we, let's say, we are in this loop, right? So we have experienced something traumatic, maybe in this lifetime or other lifetimes, and we have experienced something traumatic, or we have made a pact with somebody, or we have decided something, and so we keep on living in a loop, and this loop does not end. We are always trapped in the same thing. We don't know how to get out of that, but it's because we lack the information. Information brings more consciousness. So it is the Akashic Records and the readings of Akashic Records is fantastic tool for getting to know ourselves better. And there are different ways in which somebody can read the Akashic Records. In my specific case, what I do in general is write. Yes, somebody comes to consult about something, blockages, whatever, and many times when I open the reading, let's say I start the reading, there's always some information that is downloaded, that I channel, and then I ask the questions, and I find it very easy because it's like a waterfall of thoughts. Like it's a train of thoughts that comes to me, thoughts that do not belong to me, and I know that this is all the information. I just write and write and write and write, and these are the messages that are transmitted to the person. And then, of course, many times there are suggestions of exercises and things to do and courses of actions to take. And really, it transforms the lives of the people that access to that information. So you can ask somebody to do a reading for you, and you can also start your own journey by doing an initiation course. And then it takes many days of personal work. um, you can receive the information in many different ways. We are all different. In my case, I started receiving lots of images. I started seeing lots of things, and also writing. Then eventually it's evolved into some ease with writing. Let's just ask question in written, and all the information is downloaded. And that doesn't mean that this is the only way to channel information. And so what questions can we ask? We can ask about anything that has to do with us. And the information that we are going to receive is always going to be information that allows us to access more consciousness. It would be always the information that is available for us to hear. And then, as if it was like a kind of video game, we will continue accessing different levels. And the more conscious we get, the more information, or the different information will be. And this cleansing of our energy is created. So in future videos, I'm going to do a kind of I'm going to show you how I do the reading of the Akashic Records by doing a general message for the collective. And well, I hope that this information has been useful, and that you choose to become more conscious and to ask for this information. It's just that. And our lives really do change, and anything can be changed if we allow change to exist.